Wait, let's say our pronouns real quick. I'm a he.
I'm a starfish. You and I are sick.
You walked into a lion's den.
You wouldn't know that it was human meat until they said to you, human carpaccio.
When I think about eating people, not only do I think about how they would taste, but I also like to think about their personality.
Walked into a lion's den.
Just call me my guy and we're good.
Yeah, call me my dude. That's it. You sound like the dumbest robot.
I am the dumbest robot.
Thank you for listening to Splittin Hairs. On this podcast, you're gonna learn about yourself. I'm Ashlynn Salzano.
My name is Chris Metcalf.
We're all lizard people anyway. Shit is a mess on this side. This is a fucking tree. They say that like this is supposed to make you feel happier in life, and the tree is just not.
It's just taking up a lot of space.
It's just not doing it for me this year. This tree is just not doing it for me.
That's why I do no tree.
I think it's because our couch is too big this year, so it's just like
Get a smaller one next year.
Space.
Right. Yeah.
I should get a bigger apartment next year. Maybe that's what I'll work on.
Ask Santa for that.
Yeah, Santa will get me that. Welcome. Oh, I have something for you because you're not wearing the mic. I mean, not the mic, but because you're not wearing
Headphones?
Yeah, thank you. I've got something for you.
It's a Christmas miracle this year.
Here we go. Because I figured, I think you kind of need that.
For my bald spot.
Oh, you know what? There you go. You're very optimistic.
Who
Make the best out of it.
Pills or a special shampoo? Be festive.
all year round. You could put a skeleton for Halloween. You could put a turkey for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You could put a heart for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. A little flag for 4th of July and Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
Cinco de Mayo.
New Year's Eve, you can do like a ball.
Yeah.
Like a New Year's Eve ball. Cinco de Mayo, what are you going to do? You could just wear the sombrero. You get like a little small sombrero, though.
Yeah, because if I wear a sombrero, that's cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
But if I got the little dongle, a little sombrero dongle.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's not.
No, it's not. Well, you look great.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Christmas episode.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with
you.
And you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our Christmas episode. We got some good things going on. I was gonna.
Man,
say
that just got
something.
me like warm and fuzzy inside. I don't even go Christmas caroling, but just us doing that now, I'm like, fuck yeah, Christmas.
Yeah. So you know what happens to me? I feel the same way. I like if I'm not in the Christmas mood, I just throw on some Christmas jams, but the good ones.
Right. Very curated.
Yeah.
You have a good playlist. That
you have a
together.
good. Yeah, you have a good playlist too. I think black artists make better Christmas music than
100%,
white artists.
100%.
White artists are just so annoying. They're too jolly.
Yeah.
They're too jolly. Like Christmas music from like black people is just like soulful. You know what I mean? It's got like soul. Yeah. So.
Have you been listening to? Are you? When
I
you're
like the
saying
Ronettes.
Yeah, and the Drifters. That Drifters "White Christmas" is my all-time favorite Christmas song. But then when you were talking about black Christmas music, I just keep thinking of James Brown. Santa Comes to the Ghetto or Christmas in the Ghetto or whatever it's called. That's a great one. That's a classic.
Or Chris Hathaway.
Wait, which one does he? Which one do they do?
This Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're caroling
to the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I love that.
I want to wear a turtleneck to that. That's a turtleneck song.
I want to have a turtleneck and hot cocoa and the wife.
Hot ass bitch next to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I said a wife. That's why you're single. That's why you're single. Because you couldn't just say a lovely woman. You said and a hot ass bitch next to me.
Yeah.
And I said a wife. You see, lesbians are better. For those of you wondering. So we've got some good topics. We also got a Christmas swap.
Yeah, we're doing gifts.
Yeah, you know me and Chris love to give each other gifts.
We do.
You know?
Yeah.
Even though I give Chris a gift every week when I let him do this podcast.
Me to do this show. Thank you.
We got car mints here. We got a nutcracker.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it up. We got a beautiful candle. And this right here.
And the tree.
It's a small tree.
That's temporary.
Yeah. But we've got what we got for our first topic here.
What was the official title for it? I think it was tipping versus salary.
No, that wasn't the first one.
No, I'm sorry, wrong one. Overdoing it.
High maintenance versus what? All right, so what's the difference between liking nice gifts, or what's the argument? I would say, or whatever, between liking nice gifts versus being high maintenance.
Correct.
Is there a difference in the two?
Being high maintenance or liking nice gifts? Well, I guess it's tough getting somebody a gift, right? Because it's got to be, you either got to go pricey or you got to go thoughtful. I mean, or you could do the best. You could do both. I feel like that kind of comes down to who you're giving the gift to. You know what I mean?
But I'm talking about you. Are you high maintenance when it comes to gifts, or do you just like nice gifts? Like for me, for example, I think I toe the line of both. I think I'm a little high maintenance when it comes to gifts, and not like a silly gift like me and you. Like that to me is just like, I'm not expecting, anything grand from you, but like I'm like really hard on because you're poor and you live in a studio apartment. So I can't do that to you. If you got me like a $1 slice pizza, I'd be like, yo, I know you're going through it.
I got you a Nintendo Switch.
I know. You've had a steady job.
A slice of pizza. Thank you for this.
Yeah.
Poor boy. You little poor boy.
But you are in a studio apartment, so I don't respect you. But the difference is that I got this apartment and
right.
Yeah, so I'm over here talking shit, but it's thank God I don't have white privilege. Is what I'm saying. But it's good to do this to you.
So
but
you're saying
I'm
that
very high maintenance.
You're high maintenance with
I
gifts?
think I told a line. Cuz like if Kate gets me a gift and I just like A, if I don't think it's thoughtful, and B, if I don't think it's expensive, I'm just like, okay.
Right, because you and I like I think you're the same as me, right? Like if I'm going to buy a knife, like a kitchen knife, I'm going to buy a good knife.
Right.
I'm not going to just buy like the cheapy knife. And no, I'm not going to buy like the most expensive knife,
right,
but I'm going to buy a quality knife.
Well,
and then when somebody buys you something like a knife and they're just like, yeah, I got you this kitchen knife, and it's just like, this is kind of like low. You look up, you're like hoping it's like stainless titanium and got like a grip hand,
electric, and it also turns into a car. Yes,
right, like handmade in Japan.
But the thing that's crazy is that it's not that it's not nice. It's just that like Kate gets me stuff that's like a we gift, like a us gift. Like we can both use it. And I'm just kind of like, that's kind of disrespectful. Like I want a me gift. And so I kind of feel like bad, right? Because it's like when someone gives you a gift, you're supposed to be like, yay, thank you, and they're never cheap. It's not like Kate goes cheap. She's
buying you like a Chinese finger trap for you guys to like each get stuck in together.
No, it's not. It's not like socks or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that's cheap. It's just, it is pricey, but it's like the price goes down when I have to share it. Like it's just like
what it would be like. What is it, like 2 tickets to a concert?
No, because if it's like a concert I really want to see, but like she was like, I'm gonna buy you the standing desk for Christmas, and I was like, yeah, but that's a Wii desk. Like there's no.
You're just buying furniture for the house.
Yes.
That's like being like, here, I got you a Soda Stream.
Yes. And that is something she would buy me.
But it's also something she'd buy herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so what am I supposed to do with the desk? Be like, no, you can't use it. It was my Christmas gift. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're gonna be on it. It's for you.
Because
too.
then what happens if it is just for you, and then you come home and Kate's using it? You're like, why are you at my desk?
Yeah.
I thought you got that for me.
It's like
you don't go on the desk.
It's like Step Brothers when he's like, don't touch my drums, and he's like, you put your balls on my drums. That's how I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be like, Kate, you put your balls on my desk.
Well, if Kate gives you one of those gifts, you should just like be like, great, don't touch it. It's mine now.
You clearly haven't lived with someone long enough.
So
from what I remember, your phone wasn't even yours when you were in a relationship.
Someone went through my phone.
No, but what were you going to say?
Well, it's funny you bring that up because I did write, getting a gift for certain people is tough, right? Because I'll speak for myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to remove myself from myself when I'm getting somebody else a gift. And by that, I mean, like, I'm trying to think if I've gotten it for you. And I've definitely failed on some gifts, right? Like, because you want to get something for somebody that they want, but like I feel like sometimes it's tough to not put your own little like touch on it.
But you can put your touch in it because I do that sometimes, right? Like I like for like Kate's dad, like sometimes I'll get him something that I want, but I know he would like.
Yes.
Like I got him like the pill, the speaker pill. He loves
Yeah.
music, so I got him the speaker pill. He's always like out cutting shit and working, so I got him a speaker.
Right.
I want that, and I was like, I know he would like that. You know what
Right.
I mean? So like often I like do stuff like that.
But sometimes it's like backfired where I've gotten like a gift for somebody where I'm like, yeah, this is sick. They'll like this. And as they open it and they're like, cool. And I'm like, ooh, I think I just maybe thought about me a little too much on that. You know
Or
what I
you
mean?
overthink it, like you overthink giving yourself the gift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just overthink, like, oh, what is this person gonna like? They're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like this. Like, oh, but I should get them something like that. It's like you can't overthink a gift too when you're getting
Right.
it. You just gotta go instincts. Like, yeah, you will like that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to see what I got you. But
I'm
yeah,
excited. Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's like. But like, do you like nice gifts? Like when someone gives you a gift, like do you off rip like it, or if it's bad, do you like show it? Because I also think I'm being a brat. You know what I mean? Like a gift is a gift.
I try my best not to like show it. You know what I mean? But like I think it's easy not to show it, but it's like if somebody gives you like a few gifts, right? And they give you maybe a gift that you're just like, meh, but you're going to be like, "Oh, sick. Thank you. Like I appreciate it. Thank you." And then they give you a gift that you really care about and you're like, "Oh my. Holy shit. Really? You got this for me?"
Right.
Like this is amazing. Like, oh my God, like I can't believe you got this. Like, thank you so much. Like that now they know that other gift was like meh.
Right.
Or if you're like opening gifts from a bunch of different people and your one reaction to one person's gift is like, "Oh man, thanks, sick." And the other one is like you have to take a knee. You know
They're
what
like,
I mean?
nice. No, this is nice. No smile.
Right. And then the second one you have to like have like a moment.
Yeah.
Because you were like got this gift.
But I think I'm just like so tired of doing it when I was a kid, like being like, yeah, this is nice. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, I'm not, you know, we weren't rich. You know, I had that story of how I found out Santa was fake.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Not that we weren't rich, but we weren't doing well. So
Right.
like at all. So we were poor is what I'm trying to say. And so like I had to fake like being like, oh yeah, nice, like that was cool. And then it was just like, as I got older, I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm not faking it anymore. You know,
Right.
It's like when a girl finally realizes that she's been faking orgasms for not her own benefits.
Yeah, that does nobody any good.
Exactly. So
Right.
me faking that I like your gift
Yeah.
does no good either.
It helps for later down the road
Yeah.
to improve their gift giving to you.
Exactly.
Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
You got to be more thoughtful.
Don't go down that route again.
You got to be more thoughtful or more expensive. You got
Remember
to.
what happened last time.
You got to choose.
The disappointment.
You got to choose. You're going to be thoughtful or you're going to be rich. Which one?
Who feels worse here? The gift giver or the gift receiver? And I think it's the giver because they spent the money on it.
Oh, of
the
course.
receiver, you're just like,
yeah, but as a receiver, your hopes are high. You're getting a gift.
sure, but
So-
you lose nothing though.
You do. You lose the spirit of Christmas.
And you're double pissed because if you gave them a dope gift and then they give you a shit gift,
Yeah.
that's some bullshit.
Well, you're like, let me get your gift. I prefer that
Wait,
one.
actually, yeah, can
yeah,
we swap?
yeah, Yankee swap here.
How much of yourself did you put into that gift when you thought about giving it to me? Because if you put a lot of yourself into this, we should swap.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh, it's nice. Really? It's nice? You think this is a nice gift? So you take it. Let's
Yeah,
switch. It's
yeah.
nice. You like it. You
Yeah.
like it enough that you bought it for me. Let's switch.
Yeah.
But you know what it is too? I'm like really good at gift giving, and I thought it was something that was really natural to people, and it's really not. And so honestly,
No.
for a while, like I would take it like personal, and then I realized like, yo, there are people that are not good at this. Like this requires a special skill.
I feel like, though, you're right, but I also feel like there's just default things that anybody can do to just get it, like where you don't have to think too much about the gift, but you're pretty much going to be, it's mostly a people pleaser. Like there was a few years where I would get Sean just like a huge fucking handle of Belvedere because he loved Belvedere.
Yeah.
Or like one year I got my dad loves Fiji water. One year I got my dad like 10 cases of Fiji water. It didn't even cost me that much.
Yeah, but it's
so
the
I was
thought.
like, here's all the Fiji water.
But it's the thought that goes into it, right? You're also like not dating your brother, and you're also not dating your father, even though you wish you were in a triangle relationship with both of them.
The boys club.
Yeah,
the
it's
Holy
different.
Trinity.
It's different when it's your significant other.
True.
And I think it's an art. Like at the end of the day, like you notice, like okay, you like did like process of elimination. You're like, Sean is not gonna like. What does Sean want right now? Sean, like that wasn't a you gift. You know what I mean? You're like, Sean really loves Belvedere right now, so Sean is getting a big ass Belvedere. The Fiji water, like you were thinking about what your dad liked. It's not like you were like, it's not like, I don't know, cause it's not like you bought Sean. I don't know, because you and Sean don't live together, so it's different, right?
Right.
And even with your parents, too, it's just, like, different when it, like, doesn't fully benefit you. You know what I mean? Like, when it's, like, clothes, you're like, you're supposed to buy me this. Like, this isn't a gift. This is your responsibility. You know what I mean?
My mom every year gets me socks and deodorant. I don't know. It's, like, become, like, a joke, but, like, also I, like, literally rely on it now. I'm like, I got fresh socks and deodorant coming up in the month, so I don't got to re-up.
December, you're like, I'm good. I can
good.
hold out till mommy
exactly.
hooks me up.
Yeah. It's just like every
But
year.
does she buy you
December.
something else?
Yeah, they'll like get us like a couple things.
Yeah, you see, that's different, though. That's like if she only gave you socks and deodorant. You'd be like, that's your job. Like, even though you're 30, that is her job.
It's so funny when when like my family like sits around, we all like do gifts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like, my brother and I like always wait. Like my dad gets my mom like cool gifts, and then like we're waiting for like the one that's gonna make her cry, like the cry gift. We're like, here we go. It's the cry. It's the cry gift.
Yeah, the crier.
Yeah. And she reads. He buys like he gets her like the funny card, and then he gets her like the emotional card, which is also funny to me because you just buy these things.
That's so cool, though. That's really nice of your dad.
Oh yeah, it is. It's like this like tradition thing that
but
we
you're
do.
also like, relax. You've been
Like-
together forever. Like, just cut
Yeah.
it. Shut up. You know,
Right.
like shut up. This is our day. Like, when did it turn to? You know what I mean? Like, it was you and your brother and your sister's day, and now it's just you guys.
Yeah, it's you two having a moment.
Yeah. And we've got to sit here and be like, yeah, we like it. We're
If
happy.
Jude heard this right now, he'd be like, I pay for all this shit.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have a fucking moment, you prick. Yeah.
Okay. Just
Sorry, Jude. It's my show.
Just weird you wanted an audience for it. Just weird. That's all we're saying. You got every right to treat your lady right, but you wanted an audience of your kids.
Yeah.
Look how nice I am to your mother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. There was
Is there ever a time where you were like unappreciative of a gift?
well, I was gonna say when you were talking about like being honest about the gifts, that reminds me. I saw videos of me, to your point, like how am I with gifts? Definitely when I was younger, I saw videos from old Christmases when I was like in like I don't know, like the first or second grade, and there'd be like a gift I opened where I'm like, whoa, sick, cool, and I like opens that Jude's like, here you go, Christopher, and I like open the gift, I'm like, oh, cool. What about this one? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, nope, that's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, oh, wow, thanks.
That's like we used to open like, because like after like my mom got a good job, then we had good Christmases, and so then we would like feel it out, and if it had like, you know how they put the clothes in the box?
Yes.
So if it was the box, like, and we touched it and it was soft, nah, that's later. That's when I'm bored.
Clothes are, okay.
But that's when I'm bored. I'm opening that gift when I'm bored.
Yes.
We used to like feel for like sneaker boxes. I remember one time I got a GameCube for Christmas.
Oh, you probably lost
That
your
was my
mind.
favorite fucking gift ever. To this day, I'm like, yo, I couldn't believe it. I was like, I think I was like 12 when the GameCube came out. That's 4 years before I got a fucking hat and scarf. I literally felt like believing in Santa again. You know
You were
what
like,
I mean?
maybe, right, I might come back around on this Santa thing.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
And I remember like she made me open it last, and I didn't think anything of it because it was like a small box. If you remember, the GameCube was small, so I didn't think anything of
Tricked
it.
you.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's a radio. You know what I mean? And when I opened it and I saw the GameCube, fucking lost it. Lost it. I wish we had video, but we don't.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm trying to think of a gift where I like lost my fucking mind about it. Nothing's like jumping out at me.
And then as I gotten older, it's like, yeah, I like Christmas, but then I gotta like, it's not about me anymore, you know?
Right, you gotta get everybody you
like,
gotta shell out all this cash.
Like when my sister used to live in New York, because now she lives in Nana Land. When my sister lived in New York, she would come over with the kids, and it was like, I would love to see, like, I got my niece some skates. She wanted skates. She wanted
like
skates.
ice skates?
No, like rollerblades.
Oh, rollerblades.
Yeah,
okay,
but not
okay.
the rollerblades.
Roller skates?
Roller skates, yes.
Like old school shit.
Yeah, because that's how they learn. They got to learn with the four and with the.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even knew how to roller skate. I just learned how to rollerblade.
Well, how old were you?
Oh, I don't know. Like probably like 10 or 12 or something.
She's 4.
Oh.
She's
well,
4,
yeah.
and like you already.
And I was ice skating too.
Yeah, and you had ridden a bike probably, and that's all
Yeah.
balanced. She's only like 3 or 4. She's like 5 now, and when we got her the skates, I think those were like 2 years ago.
Skating's harder than rollerblading.
Absolutely. There's so much balance that goes into it.
It seems easier with those 4 wheels. No.
But that makes sense, right? Why they want them to start with the roller skates and then go to the blades, because then the blades are easy.
Right, blades are easy.
Yo, we got her these fucking skates though, and she was hype. She was like, "Put them on now!" Like she was like.
Fuck
she fucking lost it. She was like, "Put him on now!" And like that to me equals my GameCube. So I love that shit.
Absolutely.
But I feel like I don't like watching adults. I'm like, stop. I don't like to watch you be happy.
So how hard are you putting the fake on when Kate gives you like a desk? Like are you like, "Oh, sick"?
No, I don't fake anything in this relationship. That's the key to having a real relationship, to a good, healthy relationship. You just don't fake it.
Right.
And if she gave me the desk, I'd be like, "This is really cool. I really appreciate it. I know it's expensive." I'm like, "But this is a wee gift." And here you go again. I remember was it Valentine? I don't know. So what I told her, I was like, one time she gave me a fucking map. You know those map that they have that like it shows you like how the stars were aligned, and you could put like a date.
Yes.
And where you were. She gave me one of like when I first ate her ass. No, I'm playing. No, but she gave.
You had me. I was like, yeah, and.
That would be a good one. Because that'd be funny.
That would be.
Because it's an inside joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huge.
She gave me one of when we first kissed, and I was just like, this is not a me gift. This is
right.
I'm like, this is a Valentine's Day gift. That's what this is a Valentine's Day gift. This is a us love. This is cute for Valentine's. Like, this is not Christmas.
No.
No, for Christmas, I don't give a fuck where we kissed. Okay?
No.
I want a Gucci bag. Hello?
Right. Well, I think I think my consensus on it really is just you don't have to overthink the gift. If you know me enough, just if you know I like something, just get me a nice version of that or a lot of that, and I'll be a happy boy. I don't need necessarily fancy things like I said. I'm happy. I'm psyched when I get my deodorant and nice socks every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a simpleton.
Let me
Just
ask
give
you
me,
this.
like, nice shit, like decent shit, and I'm
Did
good.
you like my pillow, my body pillow? You got to be honest.
I got tangled in it. It's too hard. It's not. The shape of it's weird. It was at first I was psyched about it, but it's a very strange shape because I think it's for pregnant women, so I get tangled up in it because it's got that crease. It's like a big nunchuck. It's like 2 croissants, like held together by a little sheet cloth.
It's like half of the pretzel that's supposed to like go in a pretzel,
Yeah.
and you're not a pretzel.
No,
you know, you're not
and then
the pregnant
I
lady.
roll over, and then it's like caught in my leg.
Yeah.
And then,
You're not pregnant, so you don't fit. You don't match. Okay.
I actually thought about re-gifting it to you.
Why would I need that?
I don't.
There's
Just like a
no
joke.
space in my bed. I'm not
Right.
lonely like you.
Kate, you get tangled in Kate.
I wish. I wish if you gave me the bed pillow, then I could return her to Target where I bought your gift, and then I get money back. But
It is good though for like chilling on to like watch TV and shit, but I can't like sleep with it. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this: if you had a girlfriend, we'll
see.
if you had a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a day friend.
Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah. And they got you a bad gift for Christmas. Would you be honest or would you fake the funk?
Man, I would get called out. Here's how it would go down. I go, "Oh, this is great, thank you," and they'd be like, "You don't like it." I'd be like, "No, it's good, I like it," and they're like, "You don't like it, be honest." And I'd be like, "No," like it would be kind of awkward, but I wouldn't be like, "What's wrong with you?" Why'd you? This is or whatever. You know what I mean?
So, do we think there is a difference though between being high maintenance and liking nice gifts?
I think on some.
I think there is, and I think a lot of people toe the line because I think
because there's certain things you never get.
But also, like high maintenance means that like you don't care about the thought behind the gift. You just want it to be expensive.
If by that definition, yes. But yes.
That's how I mean, like high maintenance, like...
Yeah, I don't think I'm high maintenance with gifts. Yeah,
yeah.
No, I'm with you
but
on that.
But there is a difference. Like, I feel like you toe the line when, like, you don't care. Like, it's not about... You just want to see the price tag. Like, you want to make sure it's all brand. And I feel like liking nice gifts is, like, you want it to be thoughtful, and you want it to be nice.
But keep it reasonable. I think that's, like, a key with it, too. Right? Because, like, how about, like, do you ever have somebody that, like, tries to get you something and they're, like, you could tell they're trying to be, like, experimental a little bit or something? Like, sometimes, like, Carol would get me stuff where she's like, I saw this, and there's, like, a whole backstory as to why she got it for me, and then I'm just like, okay. Like...
Wow, it sounds like you are very spoiled by mommy, and you just come here and shit on her.
But just by, like, anybody.
No, we want to apologize to Carol. We want to take time to apologize to Carol Metcalf, who, you know, does a lot for this family. And I would like for her to get some more respect.
Like pocket socks.
Exactly. We needed those. So you can put your quarter while you run. You can put a quarter in there. You know, you never know.
But it would be funny because we all get hit with it. Aaron, Sean, and I. Like, I can't, like an example would be like, she'd be like 1 year she got us all these, like, pants that, like, zipped off into shorts.
I love that.
And, like when one of us opens up, like, the other two look at each other. We're like, I guess we're getting those too.
Yeah. This is a group pants.
We're all getting the new invention of the year.
This is Carol's tech. This is Carol's, like, tech. Like, it's like tech clothes, kind of.
Right. She got it from, like, probably, like, Good Morning America top 10, like, tech gifts.
She probably got it from, like, Elon Musk, like what Elon Musk wears. A man on the go. Never knows his...
Yeah.
Never knows his real, you know, where he would be. The man on the go, you know, or the woman. But I think there is a difference. Like, but I do think, and I'm going to be honest with myself here, I think sometimes I toe the line. I think sometimes I get a little bougie and I'm like, oh, I want something, like, more expensive. And it's like, do you want something more expensive or do you want something more thoughtful? Yeah.
I'm with you. And yeah, there is a balance, but I think that I generally, like, for me, I'll say my consensus is, like, thoughtfulness supersedes, like, because if you get me something really expensive that's useless to me, then what the fuck do I care? And then I look like a douche if I return it.
Right.
So I think for me, thoughtfulness supersedes the expensiveness, but if you're going to get me something that's not thoughtful, let's make it expensive.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's where I'm settling on it.
But aren't all gifts thoughtful if they're thinking about you while they're buying it?
I mean, in some
Technically,
regard.
right?
Yeah.
You know what else, too? I know I've only been talking about Kate, like, getting me gifts, but I do the same to my mom. I'm more ruthless to my mom. Like, my mom will buy me something, and she'd be like, it's nice. I'll be like, nope. I'll be like, nope, take that back.
She ruined Santa for you, so.
Yeah, but then she made up with the GameCube. But
sure.
I'm honest. I'm just like, she asked me if I wanted a book bag, like a nice, like, book bag. And I was like, no, it's ugly. She's like, it's ugly? I'm like, yeah, I would never wear that. Because I'm just like, you need to stop getting me stuff. Like, if I accepted everything she gave me, my house would literally look like the place we went to for Diker Heights. Like, that's what my house would look like. Like the vomit of Diker Heights.
Right. Just lights everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Christmas, like
spewing of. Yeah.
I'm honest with her, and Kate be like, "Yo, you're honest with her." I'm like, "Yes," because you know why? I don't want her to buy me more gifts. I want her to think about it before she buys it. I'm gonna be wasting her time and her money.
Yeah, it's true. It's blunt, but it's better for everybody.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's ever been a gift that that wasn't expensive and I didn't like.
Yeah, I was trying to as well, but nothing's like.
Yeah.
Usually I feel like people who get me expensive gifts are usually pretty good about like being careful about making sure that I'm going to like it. 'Cause like, who wants to spend all that money on something that you're like,
yeah, exactly.
I would say a good rule of thumb for everybody is just avoid clothes as gifts. I've made the mistake of buying someone clothes.
Yeah, because you never know what people like.
And sizes are weird.
Exactly.
Yeah. Though Sean's hooked it up a couple times with some shirts.
Well, Sean is gay and has a good sense of fashion.
Right.
Yeah, you not so much.
No,
you're just buying things that make people look like a cop.
Right.
Yeah.
Undercover cop vibes.
Yes.
I'm gonna wear this on the way home today.
No, you're not. I love how you think it's yours now. You're like, this is mine. I'm taking it home.
Oh, I thought you gave it to me.
No.
Oh.
And to make things clear, too, Chris and I are people who spend a lot of money on ourselves. Like, it's not just like I'm cheap with myself.
That's a great point to...
Like, I'm cheap with myself and don't buy myself nice things and then expect me to buy nice. Like, I buy myself nice things and I buy people nice things. Like, it's just like my standards are just very high.
Yes.
It's not like I'm like, oh, when it comes to me, I'll buy myself a candle. And then
that's what I was saying with the knife. Like, you're not gonna if you wake up one day and you're like, I need a good kitchen knife. You're not gonna buy just some cheapy fucking. Yeah, you're gonna get something good.
Yeah.
That's gonna last you.
Yeah.
You know, like those. You got the Canadian Goose jackets. You know what I mean? Like that shit. You know, it's like it's expensive, but that shit will last you like your whole fucking life.
Literally, I've had my Canada Goose for almost 10 years, and I'm gonna switch it in for something else. And it does not to be switched. It doesn't need to be switched. It just doesn't go in my style anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to my mom. She'll like it.
Nice.
You're welcome.
What if she's
because
like,
I got a fucking hat and scarf.
What if she starts throwing it back? You like, I don't like this. Give me something different.
No, I can give stuff to my mom that she doesn't like. She's like, okay. She'll be
I'll
like,
do something with this.
There's sneakers that don't fit me. They definitely don't fit her. She'll be like, give it to me. I'm like, for what? For what? But, you know, everyone's going out, and we also have this, like, everyone goes out for dinner for Christmas. We also have this other argument, tipping versus salary.
Oh, right. So
we saw this thing. There's this article going around. I don't know if you guys heard it, but in Arkansas. So there's been this TikTok challenge, right? And this TikTok challenge has been, like, go out one day in the morning with a couple of friends, like 30 people. You all put $100 down. Well, however many people, you all put $100 down, and then whatever you spend, you pay for it. You pay for it, but then the rest is the waitress or the waiter. There's like a TikTok challenge going around doing that. So in Arkansas, this group went in. They put I don't know how much they put down, but
they tipped the person a total cumulative of over $4,000. It was like $4,400 or something.
So they all went and they put money down, and then they called the restaurant ahead of time and asked them if their waiters and waitresses split the bill. And they will not split the bill, split tips. And the manager told them, no, they don't split tips. He said, okay. He went there. They all put money down. I don't know how much they put. It was like 30 people. And the remaining ended up being $4,400. And they gave it to the waitress. Then what happened was the waitress told the manager, and the manager told her that she would need to split that with everybody. Everybody, that she was only going to get 20%, and the rest would be split between the other servers, the managers, I think the kitchen staff, and the bussers. She went and she told the table. So since she told the table, they took the money back. And then they waited for her outside. She got fired that day. And they waited for her outside and gave her the $4,400.
Oh, wait. How did I miss that part in the article?
Because the I don't know, maybe you didn't read all of it, but the article was just about like the article I sent you was about
the tipping stuff.
Like
and about the bigger picture with the tipping.
It wasn't about that specific story.
I must have missed that. I don't know if they covered that as detailed.
Maybe not, because they're just talking about They're talking about the tipping versus salary, like if we should do it. There's other news articles out there about the story, about what happened. So it's like a trickle-down effect. It's like this TikTok challenge, and then this girl from Arkansas got fired, and then it's like, should we tip? It's like a trickle effect of like all the articles.
Yeah.
So so that happened, and then they gave her the money outside, and she got fired. So this whole argument is like, who was in the wrong? They're like, clearly everyone's gonna think the waitress is a victim, right? Because that was her tip, or is the manager the villain? You know what I mean? Because like they said no, they don't split it, and then you tell the customer one thing, and then now because this girl made a certain amount of money, you want to take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the manager looks like a villain. But I think the good point that this article made was that, and we'll drop the article and like the details of the description of YouTube and the details in Splittin here on the description. So what I liked about this was they was kind of saying that the customers are the villain.
I agree 100%, but not for the reasons that the article talked about. So like the restaurant seems a little skeevy, right? They don't seem chill at all, right? That being said, they're just being stern, but I don't think they're the villain. And I also think they're a little harsh for firing her, but like, whatever. A company can fire whoever.
I think they're the villain. I think there's multiple villains here.
Well, I think the biggest villain is the person, because the one thing that the article talks about, and we don't even have to necessarily get into that, but like the article gets in this whole thing about like tipping's not right and like tipping's not cool, and this is the problem with tipping, and like all this other bullshit, which like that's a kind of like a whole other can of worms that maybe we can get into, but like just focusing on this. Tipping is a subtle thing. It's like you don't talk about tipping. You don't, like, when you go out, like if I go out with somebody on like a business meeting or like somebody that I don't really know that I'm at dinner and I decide to take care of the meal, I don't let them know how much I tip. It's like voting. Like you don't tell people who you vote for. So just like that, you don't talk about what you tip. And the fact that they're like, okay, Claire, we've left you $4,000, and like making such a big deal about it, if they shut their fucking mouths, didn't have their phones out, because the article talked about how they had their phone out while they gave her the tip, and then the waitress cried and was hugging her while they're filming this whole thing at the restaurant. Mm-hmm. So it's like you just made a scene, whereas if you everybody shut the fuck up, you had a 30-person meal, you give the girl an envelope full of cash and say, sweetie, take this. I love coming here. You deserve this, and I'll see you next week or whatever. And get the fuck out of there. Nobody says nothing. That's the beauty of tipping.
Because the guy was a regular too.
Right.
What the article said.
Right. Because the person who left this tip and organized. That's the other thing. And I don't know all the details about this group, but this person they said this person's been in this restaurant before. They've had this server before, and they made a point to come in and tip this server all this money. And they brought, what was it, a 30-person dinner?
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me this wasn't like some TikTok curated video?
But this is like when people help homeless people and then record it, right? This is the same way of like.
Yes, but this is more dramatic, and it got a girl fired, and $2,000 or whatever is not like.
Dramatic for TikTok? I don't think so.
No, not for TikTok.
But that's
just
what I'm
for
saying.
life.
But it's a challenge. It's a TikTok challenge. At the end of the day, the way I see it is like, this person just gave this woman who's a waitress right now, like people aren't waiters because they want to, especially in a place like Arkansas, right? So if that made him feel good, then good. It made him feel good. Like, who cares? Like, they both won. That's how I see it. To me, I'm like, this restaurant, don't do that. If you don't split, just because she had a fucking good table, like, you don't know how many times she's taken care of him and like really taken care of him and been nice to him and all of that. He clearly sought her out. So that's a good move, right? Like that, you want that waitress like, yo, that's dope. Look at what this waitress, like, it's not like, to me in the article, it wasn't like he always overtipped her, right? He probably came in, tipped 20% every day, didn't record it, nothing, right? And then he probably said, yo, I like this girl. You know, she has student debt. Maybe they've talked. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's a closer relationship there. And to me, it's like, he came in, he gave her $4,400. She has worked her ass off building this relationship with him. Whether there has been days where I'm sure she just came from crying in the bathroom, where she's argued with her parents about what she's doing with her life, where she's asked herself what she's doing with her life, and she's come in, taking care of him, and giving him a smile. So to me, she fucking deserves that.
That is not up for debate.
So,
I'm with you on that.
So to me, it's like the manager is the biggest villain here. Now, these people coming in and tipping like this, what I did agree with the article was, I think we do need to get rid of the tipping system. And the reason why I brought this up was because you and I have had a discussion with someone recently who was just like, I think tipping should just be like in the salary. Like, I don't want to tip anymore.
Right.
So we had the discussion with someone, and I know that you and I work in the service industry. So you and I have both talked about how well we've been tipped, and both how sometimes the shittiest tipper is the most demanding person. Like, to me, I think, and you said this when we were talking about this, you were like, sure, I think waiters and waitresses should make a salary, and then bartenders should be tipped. And I agree, because bartenders is more personal, but I do think we need to get rid of tipping, because it does bring that shift of power. Like, people walk in and they're just like, well, I'm paying for you, so, and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be paying me. Pay that shit in the menu, and then my boss will pay me. Because I shouldn't have any reason to treat you different because of money, and you shouldn't have any reason to treat me different because of money.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of times people come in, they're entitled. They're like, at the end of the day, the customer is always right. It's like, no. You know what? 90% of the time, the customer is fucking wrong, okay? 90% of the time, the customer is wrong. And so, like, I think taking away the tipping will really help with that. Yeah. And then we wouldn't have this fucking drama where, like, at the end of the day, like, this girl just came to work. Her only crime was taking a tip. That every day she's worked in there. People have probably made more than her. She's probably left with like 120, and someone's left with 500. No one gave a fuck about her. And now one day, because someone decided to give her this amount, she's fired. Like, I'm just like, if we just take away the tipping, this is not a problem, right? This is not a problem.
But we wouldn't even be having. You're not wrong, but there's a couple things.
I know I'm not.
There's two things that stick out to me. Whatever. I guess I'm beating a dead horse on just like, we wouldn't even be having this discussion if this person who did all this didn't even have to put it on fucking TikTok. If they just genuinely gave them the money and just did it and then didn't make a big deal about it, we wouldn't be talking about this. That girl would have had a job and had $4,000 something.
But at the end of the day, she cannot control this man doing that.
Absolutely. And that's why he's an asshole. Like, he's I don't know how to describe it.
I don't think he's an asshole. I think
whoever they are. But like, yeah.
I don't think they're an asshole. I think that, like, maybe self-centered, yes. An asshole, no. Because, like, he calls, he asks, he makes sure. You know what I mean? He makes sure, like, it's not like you're gonna, you're going to change what you told this customer, and then you're going to change the way everything has worked. Like I get it. This guy is not my ideal person. Like, I wouldn't tip someone like that and be like, yo, like, we just tipped crazy.
Say nothing.
I get that that's not normal, but I don't think that in this whole situation that makes him a villain. And that's all I disagree with.
Makes him an instigator, though.
It makes him unaware. That's what it makes. It makes him unaware and a little bit ignorant.
Yeah.
That's what it makes him to me.
Right.
But the villain, no. To me, the villain is straight up the manager.
Right.
But I don't know. Have you been a server? Were you ever a server?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly was asking.
But you gotta, and I don't, whatever. It's splitting hairs. But you gotta think about it from the manager's point of view. What as a manager do you say to the rest of the staff?
Mind your fucking business. Every night, someone has left with more money than her.
If they all split the money? And that's some of the stuff with the article that we don't know all the stuff, though. Because
they don't split tips.
But they said they can't confirm or deny that.
He called and they said they don't split tips. This
right,
girl
but then when they asked for them to comment on it,
they don't
had a
talk.
different story. Right.
No, they don't want to talk. Like,
right.
They don't want to talk. So to me, that means that this is the truth, because if not, you would have been like, no, every day we've split. Because you're coming out as an asshole as a restaurant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if that would be a game changer, that would be something they would share because it's a game changer.
I bet you he didn't even bring it up for tax reasons. Because that's like the whole like thing that the art talked about, which is true. There's like all this like weird tax stuff with like tips and then like filling out the quota for how much someone's making, minimum wage.
But here's the thing. The girl herself said we've never split tips.
Oh, she did?
Yes. Like,
okay.
I can see he's like, yo, you got to tip your bus. Of course, you got to tip your
right,
bus.
Tip everybody out.
Yeah,
right.
Tip everybody out who you're supposed to tip out 10%, 15% of sales. Because to me, it's like, have you checked everyone's pocket every day to see how much they made and worried about this girl? Like, you're not worried. Like, to me, I just see like, how do I? This is like if I gave you a lottery ticket and then you won $10 and I was like, no, you're like. This is like if your mom bought you, Aaron, and Sean a lottery ticket, like a scratch off, and Sean one year Sean wins 5, you win 2, Aaron wins 3. She doesn't tell Sean to give you some of his. Another year Aaron wins 8, you win 4, Sean wins 3. Aaron doesn't have to give you or Sean anything. 1 year you win $4,000.
Right.
And now your mom is like, you must split.
Right. No,
like,
I get it.
And it's a little different because it's your sibling, so you might be like, yeah, fuck it.
Right, but I didn't know that thing about them. I thought that they normally did the split.
No.
They split it out.
No. And
okay, well then yes, and then he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. Now, to the bigger picture though, the other thing I want to say though is I'm torn about getting rid of tipping. I definitely think it's, fairer for servers. It should definitely stay for bartenders. But here's the thing. If they get rid of tipping, service is going to be terrible.
I don't think so.
And it's going to bring in a different breed of person. But think
so.
about this. Well,
I think for bartending,
hear me out on this.
I think for bartending, yes. I think for servers, no.
But hear me out on this. Think about an asshole customer. Now they don't have to worry about tipping or not. So you're still going to have to deal with an asshole, but you get there's no if you have a night of assholes, and sometimes assholes do tip okay, but
most of the time they don't. That what you're talking about like.
But I'm even thinking like fine dining, like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Like they're not like a.
But you won't care. You won't be like, oh yes, like yeah, I'll get that done, or like yeah, like you legit be like.
Who wants to do that job? I don't know anybody who gets into the service industry because they're like, I love waiting tables. It's because of the money.
Well, I know people who...
It's the cash.
I know people who just want to be in the food industry and want to own a place, so they get into serving and doing
sure,
stuff like that.
Those exceptions.
So that to
right.
me, that's like a career move. Like, it's like, I don't know anyone that wants to sell Xerox
Copies,
machines.
right.
Yeah. But you, like, there's some guys who love it, and you just need it for stand-up. It works with your stand-up
right.
schedule. So you take the salary, you still work your ass off. I understand that you do have commission. I understand that. But like, to me, if a server got paid like $25 an hour and had some benefits, I think that would change the professionalism of serving. I think it would be taken serious. I think that the fact that you can just if
the money was right.
I think the fact that we determine how much you get paid, I think there's a lack of respect for that. I think people come in and they're like, I pay you. Like, I pay you. Like, what are you talking to? I pay you. I think there's a lack of respect of that. So I think if we had a salary, it would be more professional, like, like coming in and being like, okay, let's get, let's act like real people.
Well, it'd probably be hourly. I guess it would depend on the place.
Yeah.
But it would have to be, I just feel like, because like when I went to
me, if there's like a sales, like let's say, and to me what could be done too, let's say they had a quarter where sales were up and like everyone's sales were up and the restaurant made something, I say a Christmas bonus. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, in theory, this all sounds nice, but I'm going off my experience, like being in Europe, being Australia. Like I was a server and bartended in Australia. Americans, me, we would get a fucking job anywhere because we are known to be hard workers in the service industry. Because we're used to working for tips. And if you go over there, I remember all the stories I was telling you when I got back from Europe? The service is horrible and fucking horrendous. And like, as an American, you go and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's like a shit show.
But maybe...
So I just wonder, like, how that is going to get affected.
But you didn't go to, like, fine dining. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have.
And did you think the service was shit?
A rare few exceptions, but it's not like how America is. They are not. Americans wait on you hand and foot. They're like, what else can I get you?
But we
what
should
else is
take that away.
Well, then we're going to have European style servers.
I mean,
and you're going to be waiting a long time and you'll be like, where the fuck is this guy? I just want water.
But don't you think that don't you think that we're not chill? Like, you see what I mean? Like, we're there, like, we just want fucking water. Like, chill. Like, and I don't know. I can't say because you're speaking in Europe. I mean, I know people who have bartended in Europe and in America. And I think, like, I know some of them are like, yeah, it was really fucking chill because, you know, like, I would just drink and then, like, I would get a salary. So I really didn't care. And so, like, you know, there was none of that, like, watching you and sticky fingers and this whole micromanage that happens at restaurants in America. And, like, you know, people don't really talk to you the way Americans talk to you in the restaurant. Like, it's just more respectful. And they're like, I do like America. I do like the money it brings. But it's like, you say, like, what is the type of people that brings? But, like, a lot of bartenders I know had no future because the money was so good. You know what I mean? So maybe it's better that we stop doing that to people and making them feel like a slave to the money. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll have, like, healthier relationships with the food industry. Because I don't know about you, but I never want to work in the food industry again.
No, but what's weird about, you're right, I don't. But at the same time, like, I've worked at so many different types of places with so many shitty customers, so many great customers, high-end places, low-end places. How we doing on time?
We're good after this, yeah.
But, like, you know what I wish? I almost wish, like, there was a way to divide, like, places. Like, I feel like a place like diners, places like Applebee's, places like that aren't, like, as high end, those should be, like, hourly or, like, salary, more in that line. But I feel like when you start getting to, like, high end, like upper crust, like, fucking, like, 5-star, like, fine
like where
dining
we went
places, when we went to the Strip House the other day, like, that, who's stiffing tips there? Like, I don't think that's really happening. And I feel like that, if there was a way for them to, like, divide that, to, like, draw a line in the sand for those types of establishments, I don't even know if there's a way to do that. Because I feel like all the stuff you hear about people who are getting fucked over on tips, they're not the places. It's not like somebody who works at, like, a club in New York or at the Soho Grand or, like, these other places.
But that server didn't even sound like they made that much.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's like, it's a shitty place to probably be working anyway. It's not some,
I'm talking about the New York Strip.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember he was like, I could work 3 days and make $1,000.
Right. That's not bad.
I made that at Coogan's. And I could talk to people however I want. This guy has to be like, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. He gets treated like shit all the time. And he's making only $1. When I heard that, I was like, that's it? For a fucking steakhouse where the bill...
Yeah, but I think he's new, though. I think that might have been, like, now. I think the Strip House back in, like, 2017.
Well, we don't have research for that, for your argument. You over here bringing... You want to be so right. You're bringing 2017
also,
like we fucking knew this guy.
Asshole server brings up how much he makes at the table.
That shit pissed you off.
I was like, who does that?
That shit pissed you off, and I was like, okay, boomer.
That's wild. I would never... That's like me being in the sales meeting and be like, yeah, normally I make, like, $2 or $3 grand off a deal, but we'll see what happens here.
But to me, That's different. I didn't mind him sharing that because we told him we were in the service industry.
All right.
We told him we were in the service industry. That's why he started talking to us about it.
There's other things he could have done.
No, whatever, Boomer.
He could have brought us shots of Fernet.
But here's the thing. To me, he didn't make that much. And so I agree with you where like there has to be I think servers should probably make like $25 an hour and those should make like $18 an hour. And if you want to tip, then you can. But I don't think it should be that we are paying that man money to take care of. That's my argument there. It's like if you want to tip on top and maybe that fucking gets the hustle even crazier, right? Not only do you have a salary, but then you get tipped on top. That's fucking bread, right?
Right.
But like to me it's like I agree with you with the hustle and bustle, but I also think that like we need to start putting some I think it would be professionalism on both sides. I think we'd get more professional servers, and I think we would get more professional customers.
Interesting.
Okay, but we have to move on to our Christmas swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christmas swap.
Right. Gift
You have
swap.
your is it under the tree?
Yeah, like I'm a good mommy. All right, am I going first?
Sure.
All right, so here's the thing. I got you this, okay? And to me, I remember... Do I want to spoil... Okay. I remember you wanting something so bad. And I was like, I didn't want to get you that. You know what? Just open it, and then I'll explain it.
All right, I'm nervous. Okay, let's see. This is so bad for me. This is so bad for me.
Okay, so let me explain myself.
I have so much ADD. This is the last thing I need, but thank you.
Okay, let me explain myself. So I got Chris a backbone. If you don't know what a backbone is, it is this remote control that you can put your phone in between and play games on your phone. Here's why I got it for you. Hold on. When you gave me that Nintendo Switch, you wanted it so bad, but you were like, I can't because I would just like engorge in video games, right? So I said I can't do that to him, right? I can't, especially now that he lives like in a studio. It's just like you.
You in the studio thing is so funny. Keep going.
But honestly, you're so close to your TV. Like, I mean, even when I make the living room my space, my Xbox is right there. Like, it's so tempting.
Right.
I could just turn it on.
Right.
So I meant it like that, but I'm glad I roasted you. And I knew like you would probably play too much, right? So then I thought like, okay, Chrissy boy is always on the go. He goes to open mics. He's doing all this stuff. He could be on the go and play games. So I thought you could use this while you're on the train. You can charge your phone on it. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, like it has
Hell yeah.
It has headphones. And I was like, Chrissy boy is always going to see mommy. So he's on the train for 5 hours. Yes.
Yo.
So I got you this.
This is fucking sick.
And it comes with a free month of Xbox Game Pass. So you could play Xbox games on your phone. All you got to do is like, I don't know how you figure it out, but yeah.
My phone is going to be hot. I'm going to have a hot phone. I hope this thing's got cooling fans on it. Your boy's phone's about to get hot. Yo, this is fucking sick. I'm going to look like such a fucking hack nerd. Like a hacker nerd. Like when I got this strapped to my phone and then I get a text.
Yeah. And you got to take it serious. But look, you can like collapse it and then like put it on the go.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? So I thought this would be cool so you don't lose it on the go.
This is fucking sick. Yo, thank you. This is great.
You're welcome.
All right, so I got you it's a 2-part gift.
Okay.
Here, I'll do this. I'll do this one first.
Ooh, okay.
So I don't know if you've had this.
Okay.
I'll open it first, and if you recognize it, then
you're like me. You were gonna explain the gift.
Yeah, and then I'm like, fuck it. Have you had that? Do you know who makes that?
Is this George Clooney's?
Nope.
Is this Kevin Hart's?
Nope. It's your boy. Do you smell
The Rock?
what The Rock is cooking?
This is The Rock.
It's agave. Under the
Nice.
ground. That's The Rock's tequila.
I love this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Because
into
I know
this.
how much you love The Rock after we did that wrestling episode.
Yes.
And then
And
I
how
got
much
you.
I love
and then I
tequila.
got you this. Oh yeah, I cut the tape.
Oh,
just 'cause.
it was made in China, not supporting America.
Now here, turn it upside down. There's like, yeah, that
Here.
way. And then if you open the,
Oh, you did it for me.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you opened my gift.
I had to make sure it was
Okay.
together.
Okay.
Can you see what it says?
No.
Oh. So it's so it's a neon sign that says, "The world is yours." Because after we talked about Scarface and you talked about how when you were younger,
Kate let you buy me this?
Kate didn't even know I bought it.
Oh. Oh, my bad, my
No,
bad.
you're good. You're good.
Kate is gonna kill you.
Why?
Cause this is like, have you ever seen The Office?
Not in what you're probably gonna refer to.
When him and his girl get into a fight, and he's like, "I'll bring my neon lights in here," and she was like, "God," and it's like a busty girl beer. It's like beer, and it's like, I love this. I'm gonna put this in my office.
That's where I figured,
Yeah, 'cause I'm getting
or
the
if
office
we get a
ready.
studio, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, because I until we talked about it, I never knew you were that into Scarface, and then I saw some. There was like a tapestry, like a wall tapestry of like him sitting in like the blimp, and I was
Yeah.
like, this bitch isn't gonna hang a tapestry.
Never.
And then I saw that, and I was like, I could see her hanging that somewhere.
I love this. I'm gonna put this in my office.
I love that line. We were like, "The world is yours," and you were like, "The world is mine."
Yeah, it is. The world is mine. And if you don't know what we're talking about, that was in the episode previous to this one.
Yeah.
So get into it. The world is mine. I love this. I'm going to fucking put this in my, right there,
Yeah.
like that. Kate is going to be so pissed. That's why I like it, because it's not a we gift.
Yeah, it's not a we gift.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a you gift.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
my
I can't wait
pleasure.
for the tequila.
Yeah, I haven't even tried it. I'd be interested to know what the Rock's cooking up in that bottle.
Well, you can't have some because it's not a we gift.
Right, it's
Yeah.
not a we gift. Right. Yeah.
Interesting that you love tequila. Interesting that you got me a tequila. Looks like we got a second Kate on the hand here.
This bitch only shoots tequila. Get
I
outta
only
here.
shoot tequila. Yeah, I used to shoot whiskey, but I can't anymore.
Oh, I remember that. I caught you in the tail end of that
Yeah.
of that era. There's a picture of you doing that.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. Straight tequila. After 30, straight tequila. That's my advice to anyone gonna turn 30. Straight tequila after 30.
Solid move.
Dark liquor is for your early ages.
Yeah.
Your dumb ages. Your little dumb ages.
I'll go brown when I hit like my 50s again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like that's when you go brown. When you're
Mhm.
sipping, not shooting.
Exactly.
We're still shooting.
Yes.
We're still
Yes.
shooting. All right. Well, that's been our episode. Thank you so much. I really love it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I
Same.
can't wait to put this up. All
I
right.
am. My whole life is gonna fall apart now.
I hope
I'm
so.
so excited.
I hope so. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I want you to open it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hooking it the fuck up immediately.
I
when we get
can't
off
wait.
here.
So yeah. All right. That's been our episode. Thank you for the gift.
Do you have a would you rather? Are we clipping that from the show?
No, I just didn't think about it. Do you have one?
Okay, I have one. Would you rather only get we gifts from Kate for the rest of your life?
But this is not a would you rather for both of us.
Oh, right.
But
okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll change it. Would you rather only get clothes as gifts for the rest of your life that you didn't pick out, or get something fuck. I'm having a total brain fart.
A gift that you have to share with someone?
Yeah.
But that's not fair because you don't live with anyone.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you don't feel my pain.
What's another gift faux pas? A gift clothes as a gift, or
new tech clothes. Would you rather get like Gap clothes or new tech clothes?
okay, lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
All right. So exclusively Gap,
Uh-huh.
or like weird clothes with like strange pockets and
Yeah.
unzippy things.
Yeah.
Okay, tech clothes. Okay. Cool.
1, 2, 3.
Gap.
Tech clothes. I'm going tech. That's the future, baby. I don't give a fuck. I am not wearing Gap. That is gay.
I'm just hoping for like a pack of 5 like V-neck black
But you
t-shirts.
dress like a cop. That's why.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to be like cool. So
you
that's
just want to dress like Bad Bunny.
okay. I also want to dress like Elon Musk, you know, with the fucking shorts, with the pants shorts. I want to be like Soul Tech. I want to have like fucking, you know, I want to make sure I got my debit card in my socks. You know, no one ever thinks that. They're like, empty your pockets. Right. I'm like, which ones? The ones on my feet?
You didn't say my sock pockets.
The one on my feet or the one on my thighs? They're like, what? I'm like, exactly. And then I walk away.
And
Saves me from a crime.
And then I pull you over in your Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, that's been our Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas, jingle
Merry
bells.
Christmas.
Happy Chanukah.